This is 5 on your side at 4. Focused on you.
New developments as we go on the air at 4 in a murder case in St. Louis County. After a 3-day manhunt, Trinell Johnson was taken into custody. He's a suspect in the shooting death of Joshua Harris in Clayton early Monday morning. Now police say they are looking for another person of interest. Thanks for being here at 4. I'm Kate Quinn.
And I'm Brent Solomon. Investigators say the suspected gunman was seen along with others breaking into cars just before that deadly shooting. And right now, police are looking for at least one other person who may have been involved. 5 on your side's Diamond Palmer has been following this developing story all day for us. She's live now in Clayton. Diamond, what are police telling you?
Well, Brent, the major case squad is actually saying that they took this 18-year-old suspect into custody in O'Fallon Park neighborhood, and they say today they are still informing the family members of the victim, Joshua Harris. Now, Monday, just before 5 a.m., Trinell Johnson and others were seen on surveillance video breaking into cars on Wydown Boulevard in Clayton. Police say the victim, Joshua Harris, saw the suspects trying to break into his wife's car. That's when Harris then confronted the thieves, and the suspects fired several shots. When police arrived, they found Harris with a gunshot wound, and he was pronounced dead on the scene. The city's mayor says violent crime is rare in Clayton, and she says it's an issue of too many guns on the street.
We have a community where young, in this case, a young man is armed and, stealing cars, and I mean, that makes a more dangerous environment for everyone when people can get easy access.
Now, a spokesperson for the major case squad says they are following several leads in this case, but they are being careful not to release certain information to compromise this case. They say if you or anyone you know has information about this crime, you are urged to call their tip line at 314-955-0817. Reporting live here in Clayton, Diamond Palmer, 5 on your side.
All right, Diamond, thanks. So right now we're learning more about an early morning shooting downtown. A security guard at a Hampton Inn tells police that around 3 in the morning, he tried stopping people from breaking into cars in the hotel lot. That's when the suspects took off. The security guard says he tried following them to get the license plates from that car. But one of the suspects then opened fire. The guard was not struck, but shattered glass cut his arm. This investigation continues.
Right now, renewed hope for a former church turned skate park and community center. A massive summer fire destroyed Skate Laborious Skate Park. Now the founders are looking to rebuild. They'll host a meeting Sunday to begin that process, and they believe the park can be restored.
I mean, this building, has got substantial roof damage. But SSC Engineering did an assessment of the walls and the masonry that's existing after the fire and concluded that the masonry, because of these large exterior buttress columns, is still in really, really good shape.
The meeting is Sunday at the Crate Place on South Grand. It runs from noon to 5 p.m. The meeting will be a brainstorming session with the community on the rebuilding process.
Well, why don't we go ahead and turn to your weather first forecast. We have some live images coming in from downtown St. Louis. What an abnormally warm week for mid-November. Chief Meteorologist Scott Cotto now with when we can expect some rain.
Well, things are changing. You may have noticed temperatures are a bit cooler today across the bi-state area. Early this morning, we had that front slide through. Not only did we see the clouds around St. Louis early this morning, a few of us had some overnight, very early morning sprinkles and light showers. That has all moved off to the east. Now you're waiting on the sunset under a crystal clear sky. Looking out into St. Charles, traffic on the roll this evening. When will it rain? Well, that's going to roll in here Sunday night, and it's from this system that right now is approaching the coast of California. That's going to slide our way. But we still have 2 beautiful days, especially tomorrow, nice and bright and sunny. Temperatures as we go into Sunday should actually be a little bit warmer, but clouds will be on the increase. The rain will arrive Sunday night. 58 degrees in St. Louis right now. It is a little cooler to our north and west, closer to 50, Kirksville up towards Des Moines. So it's cooler, but not cold going into the weekend. Bright and dry Saturday. The rain arrives Sunday night. So during the daytime hours on Sunday, it will stay dry and close to 60. Can't beat that, Kay.
No, that sounds great. Thank you, Scott. Our A Way Forward series focuses on the organizations in our area and the impact they're making. This week, we're featuring a partnership between the Women's Safe House and Purina. 5 on Your Side's Justina Coronel shows us how their collaboration is filling a gap.
Unconditional love. Pets are known for this. These companionships, though, can be challenged.
It's actually the oldest and the largest shelter and domestic violence agency in the St. Louis area.
CEO Mary Ann Owens oversees the Women's Safe House, and she's noticed a pattern.
We had a no pet policy, and when we said they couldn't bring that pet, they would say then we could not come.
Nationwide, only 17% of domestic violence shelters accept pets.
I mean, it adds a whole new dimension to the services that you need to add.
About 71% of women in domestic violence shelters report their abuser threatened, injured, or killed a pet as a means of control. And victims say they'd rather stay in a relationship than leave their pet behind.
There were organizations that were fostering pets while the women were here, but there was really nowhere where they could go and heal together.
And that was just kind of the thing that made me know I had to do something about this.
Purina partnered with the Women's Safe House after seeing a significant need that these pets also needed a home.
This is the first project of its kind in St. Louis.
Now, a $150,000 kennel is being built behind the shelter.
We'll be able to house about 8 pets at a time, dogs and cats, and they will be, of course, it's climate controlled.
Purina already has the Purple Leash Project, a grant program for shelters to become pet friendly.
Purina provided the Women's Safe House with a large grant.
We need to raise about another $40,000 to complete our project.
Together, their partnership puts a roof over their heads and it protects these pets. It also shows them the power of unconditional love.
Especially when you're going through a traumatic experience, I think that unconditional love you get from your pet is just so important in the healing process.
For more information on this organization and others, go to ksdk.com/project5. Justina Cornell, 5 on Your Side.
The kennel is expected to be finished by the beginning of next year, and a grand opening will celebrate the start of a new chapter.
Well, Missouri's photo ID voting law going before a judge. What happened in a hearing today in Jefferson City?
A big award for an Ellisville teacher, and one that comes with a big check.